Edinburgh, Scotland. You know it's going to be a fantastic day when you wake up to see a rainbow from your balcony.
Let's head out and explore Edinburgh. We were here last year on a cruise stop and absolutely loved the city, despite being rained on a good part of the day. Today, we're off to a sunny start as we board our tender for our 20 to 25 minute scenic ride to take us to South Queensferry.
There are 3 impressive bridges stretching across the Firth of Forth. The Forth Bridge, a cantilever railway bridge that opened in 1890. The Forth Road Bridge, a suspension bridge that began service in 1964. The Queensferry Crossing, a cable-stayed bridge that was completed in 2017.
You have a couple of options to get into Edinburgh. You can hop on a train or catch a shuttle bus for £12 per person, round trip. We found the shuttle bus to be the easiest option, since it was conveniently located right where we disembarked the tender. The bus ride into the city took about 20 to 25 minutes, dropping us off near the Scott Monument on Princes Street. Perfect for starting our exploration as it's close to so many of Edinburgh's highlights.
Heading east, we pass the Balmoral Hotel. Check out its ornate clock tower. Fun fact, the clock is set 3 minutes fast, a tradition since 1902 to help people catch their trains from Waverley Station below. The only day it doesn't run fast is December 31st to mark the new year.
Not far from here, we soon found a set of steep steps leading us up to Calton Hill.
The view to the north and east, you can see the Firth of Forth. To the south, Arthur's Seat rises majestically above Holyrood Palace. Look west, and you'll see the new town's grid of elegant Georgian buildings and the Edinburgh Castle dominating the skyline.
Calton Hill is like an open-air museum. The summit is home to several impressive monuments, each with its own story.
Nelson's monument was built between 1807 and 1816 to commemorate Nelson's victory at Trafalgar and his own death. You can climb its winding stairs for an even more stunning view.
The National Monument, inspired by the Parthenon in Athens, gives Edinburgh the nickname Athens of the North.
It stands as a tribute to the fallen Scottish soldiers of the Napoleonic War. Unfortunately, only half of the £42,000 required to complete it was raised in a public appeal. Therefore, only 12 columns were finished, leading to the nickname a national disgrace.
The City Observatory, once the main hub for the Edinburgh Astronomical Institution until 1896, was revamped and reopened in 2018 as a collective gallery, hosting various exhibitions.
The Dugald Stewart Monument is dedicated to the Scottish philosopher and key figure of the Scottish Enlightenment. Designed by William Henry Playfair, it honors Stewart's contributions to moral philosophy.
Governor's House, 1815 to 1817, is all that remains of Calton Jail, once the largest prison in Scotland. We would have liked more time to relax and soak in the incredible atmosphere, but a lot more awaits us to explore in the city below.
The Scott Monument is an impressive Gothic structure built in honor of Sir Walter Scott, the beloved Scottish author. It is the biggest monument to any writer in the world. Standing tall on Princess Street, the monument is a real feast for the eyes with its intricate carvings and towering spires. It's like something straight out of a fairy tale. You can even climb the 287 steps inside for a panoramic view of Edinburgh.
Then we passed the National Gallery of Scotland. We would have loved to visit, but maybe next time. Down a few stairs to the Prince's Garden, Edinburgh's own little oasis right in the heart of the city. The floral clock features a different theme each year and has been planted since 1903. Nestled between Prince's Street and the Edinburgh Castle, perched above, this lovely green space is perfect for a relaxing stroll. There are many statues and memorials along the path, so make sure to take some time to take in as many as you can.
The Ross Fountain, situated in the southern part of Prince's Gardens, was gifted to the city of Edinburgh by a wealthy industrialist named John Ross in 1872. Ross wanted to commemorate his late wife and enhance the city's public spaces. The fountain is a splendid example of Victorian ornamental design.
Just as Edinburgh has Bobby, a Skye Terrier who became famous in the 19th century for his unwavering loyalty to his owner, the city of San Diego in California has a similar vagabond dog in its history. Bum was a stray who survived on the goodwill and charity of market traders in the city in the 1880s and survived a railway accident which left him without half of one of his forelegs. In the 1970s, Edinburgh and San Diego were officially twinned, becoming sister cities, and reciprocal statues of each city's famous dogs were exchanged. Edinburgh's statue of Bum can be found just off King's Stable Road at the base of the Castle Rock in St. Cuthbert's Churchyard.
Leaving the churchyard, we follow King's Stables Road with great views of the back of Edinburgh Castle. This brings us to the Grassmarket area.
We walked up Granny's Green Steps for a closer view of the back of the castle. Little did we know that the famous Venel staircase, famous for those Instagram shots, was directly in front of us across the street, and we missed it, not realizing this until we got home.
I suppose we'll have to make a return visit now. A stroll through Grassmarket takes us to Victoria Street. Part of Edinburgh's Old Town, built between 1829 and 1834. It truly feels like stepping into a storybook.
If you're a Harry Potter fan, make sure to stop by the Harry Potter shop on Victoria Street. So many people were lined up to immerse themselves in the magic of the series and take home a piece of Hogwarts.
Victoria Street is known for its steep incline and sweeping curves. This sloping design makes it one of Edinburgh's most visually striking streets.
Next up, the famous Royal Mile and St. Giles Cathedral. St. Giles Cathedral was founded in the 12th century and is named after St. Giles, the patron saint of Edinburgh.
At the corner of George Forth Bridge and the Lawn Market is a plaque marking the spot of the last execution in Edinburgh, June 21st, 1864. Look down and you will see 3 brass plates on the pavement marking the sites of the gallows.
Just off the Lawn Market, in Ladies' Stairs Close, is the Writers' Museum. This museum celebrates the lives of 3 giants of Scottish literature: Robert Burns, Sir Walter Scott, and Robert Louis Stevenson. The museum is free to enter. Oh, and by the way, a close is a narrow alleyway or passage between buildings, which often leads to a courtyard, and Edinburgh has many of them.
From here, we head up the Royal Mile towards the castle, and the crowds seem to be getting bigger and bigger. As we had been up to the castle the previous summer, we decided to visit a few shops and head back to our shuttle bus to make our way back to the pier.
With the low tide, we had a few steps to get to our tender. We really enjoyed our time spent in Edinburgh and hope we've inspired you a wee bit to visit. And if you've already been, drop us a comment and tell us what was your favorite memory. It really is a city like no other.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to be notified of our next video, where we will be visiting Stonehenge. As always, we appreciate your likes and comments.
Bye for now.